are looking live.
Wow.
How about that for an opening, huh?
Yeah.
Here we are live at Hollywood and Vine, moving up towards 3 million people on the show now. I'm Pat O'Brien. That's Court McCown. Hi, Court.
How are you, buddy?
You're kind of like Kelly Ripa. You came back. And...
No. That was weird to watch. I watched a little clip of that today, and I was like...
Kelly Ripa does a morning show live with
Really?
Kelly and Michael on ABC, and Michael Strahan got another job and went to the Good Morning America.
He went from the WNBA to the NBA is what he did.
Exactly.
And it's like, and people question his move, and it's like you don't. That's
it.
You
He's
do
a
it.
star.
Yeah.
And then so she had a hissy. She had a hissy fit, and
Didn't she like boycott for a couple of days?
A couple of days. But she came on today, and it looks like she lost another 10 pounds. This is everything all the time. I'm Pat O'Brien. That's Court. Lot to get into today. Kevin Frazier from Entertainment Tonight. He replaced me in almost every job I've had.
So he's next here?
We'll ask him. He'll talk about the impact of Prince in our pop culture. Boy, I'll tell you, SiriusXM did a Prince channel. Wow. And I'd forgotten how many hits this guy had.
This guy
really
was,
had.
I mean, unreal. I mean, it's like over hundreds of hits.
Yeah.
And that's really amazing. I mean, it goes back to like this first, I think it's for
30 years.
Yeah, first recording was 1977.
Yeah, I mean, and the guy, we still don't know how he died. Where we are now is he's been cremated. The speculation is that he had a lot of pain in his hip, and he was on some sort of pain medication. I was on Dr. Drew yesterday,
right,
on HLN, talking about this, and I do not, in my heart, believe that the guy overdosed purposely.
Absolutely,
no heroin, no,
absolutely not.
But those pain meds can tear your immune system down, shut down your central nervous system, and but we don't know.
I mean, you got it. I mean, you can go. There's so many people that this has happened to. I mean, and you can go all the way back to Elvis. I mean, it's like the whole thing, the Percocet. Because there is a lot of there's speculation about how much, but I mean, there was the incident a few weeks ago when they had to land the plane, and he was suffering from a Percocet overdose.
Right.
And
was he?
Yeah, and that was shortly after a show, and they had to give him a life-saving shot to bring him back, and they recommended that he stay in the emergency room and stay in the hospital, but they didn't have a private room for him, so his people pulled him out of the hospital and took him home.
I'm not so sure he got the shot, but 2 hours in a hospital, you can't. Dr. Drew said there's not much you can do for anybody in 2 hours.
No.
So his people got him out of there, took him home, and then he played again.
Yep.
And then there's this goof who claimed he was up 154 hours straight.
Yeah.
And as I said on Dr. Drew yesterday, should I promote that show? It was yesterday. Why am I promoting?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. You get up and play the lead part to Purple Rain after being up 154 hours.
I don't think anybody's up for 154 hours. That's almost 7 days. That's
it's a long time.
That's a long,
even for a musician.
Yeah, even for a musician.
And he had lived a very healthy life. Kevin Frazier talked to us about that. Very clean, very spiritual. We're brought to you by Effortless.
Yeah,
they're spiritual.
They're smart.
They're so spiritual they can put all your information, all your data from your company up on the cloud. And here's the key: keep it safe. Why do I hold this up every time?
I don't know. And I asked you that before. Why do you hold it up? And you continue to say I don't know. But I think there's something about it. I like the look of it. I'll give you that.
Well, the color's good.
Color's good.
And I keep forgetting your name, so I've written your name on the back of this.
I know. That's important.
Bob. But they'll take all your information. They'll put it up on the cloud. They'll keep it safe. Ben Gayhart will be in here in a couple of weeks. He'll talk about this. Ben hates computers.
He does?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's not because he hates working with them, because obviously he does that well. He just doesn't. He's not one of those guys who likes them. He uses them. But how many times have you said, I hate my computer?
A lot.
Yeah. Mine or yours?
Well, both, but especially mine.
So Prince, I hate these things where somebody dies, a celebrity dies, and suddenly it's a drug overdose.
Well, whatever happened, it was a health issue, and he passed away. I mean, he's 57 years old, way too young. But again, I think what you find in a lot of these situations, especially with celebrities, is because they have so many yes people around them, no one is stopping them at some point and going, listen, this is out of hand.
Right.
You can't, this is not healthy. You can't do this. And you've got so many doctors that...
That's why Elvis died. No one
Yeah.
said no to him.
I mean, it's like doctors, Michael Jackson, all these people. Nobody is saying no and is saying, look, we're not going to... 9 doctors are probably giving this guy prescriptions. 9 different doctors are writing the same prescription, not knowing about the other doctor. Or maybe they do know about the other doctor. We don't know. But it's sad that that happens, and it gets to a point where there's so many yes people around that, you know, because he turned over his staff quite a bit. Prince did. You know,
As they all do.
As they all do. But I mean, he was pretty known, and this isn't a guy who was. I mean, he was never like a party guy.
No.
He wasn't a party guy.
He
So
wasn't like a Danny Vegas.
oh, is Danny Vegas a party guy?
I hear a lot of stories about
Yeah,
him.
a lot of stories. Well,
Yeah.
got to be careful. But you don't know. We don't know the real truth, and no one's, because he was a very private person, and you don't know the real facts. But all
He
you
died
can,
alone in an elevator. I mean, there's nobody that witnessed the death.
Yeah, I mean, so that kind of tells you. I mean, you don't have to do a lot of investigating to figure out that something wasn't right, and people were allowing him to take more
Right.
than he should have taken.
Once again, we don't know. And his body apparently just shut down for some reason. And
What was
the
he,
only-
like 125 pounds? He was a little bitty fella.
5'1", not even
Yeah.
5'2".
Yeah, I mean, a little.
Want to know
fella.
my relationship with Prince?
Oh boy, here we go.
Walking through the Standard,
Oh yeah.
and he's coming toward me, and he goes, "Pat O'Brien." And I said, "Prince."
Was this after the artist formerly known as Prince, or
Yeah.
this was during Prince?
He goes, "Pat O'Brien." I said, "Prince." That's it. That's my
That's
relationship.
That's your whole. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's the.
Like, unlike some of these people
Yeah.
that go on TV and said, "Oh, I was his friend," and we sat around. He told me to level
Well,
up.
that's the other thing that really gets to me sometimes is it's like all these people are coming. You know, it's like how many people were promoting this guy 2 weeks ago when you know.
Well, that's the thing with everybody, and you wonder why. The way to die in this world is like Hubert Humphrey was a senator from Minnesota, ran for president, and he was very ill, and so before he died, they had this big tribute to him.
Okay.
That's the way to
That's
go.
the way to do it. Enjoy it.
And now everybody's scrambling to do Prince tributes, and there'll be one on TV, I'm sure. And I know the Hollywood Cemetery over here is going to play Purple Rain this week at night.
Did you see? Well,
Band's gonna show up.
I think one of the and I hate to say there's anything cool that happens when somebody passes away, but the coolest
Got
thing
Trump off the airways.
thank God. But MTV played music videos for the first time in God knows how many
I
years.
think for the first time since their second week.
Since their second week, they played all music videos, and I'll guarantee you, it's the best ratings they've had in 25 years.
I really hope he died peacefully. Well, he did. We hope he died peacefully because the guy was so peaceful and so focused. Had thousands of hours of music still in that vault of his.
And I mean, and controlled all his music. Didn't sell his music for TV commercials. Didn't sell it for movies. Didn't, he was very, he kept that stuff close. And I love that about him. That was one of the great things. And
I read an article yesterday. It said Prince made it okay to be a weirdo.
yeah,
And we don't mean that in a bad way, or I don't, or the guy didn't. He was just different. And were you ever around him? He had this like presence. He's about this tall. But
I
gosh,
saw him
what a-
play.
what a
I
loss.
saw him play the Super Bowl in 2007. I saw that, but I did get
I
to
was
go
there too in the rain.
in the rain.
In
I sat in
Miami.
the rain. Yeah, and
I had an umbrella. I had somebody holding an umbrella.
oh Jesus.
Should have been you.
Yeah. Well, but I did get to see him. He did a little stint of shows at the Rio in Las Vegas a few years back, and we got to go over and see one of the shows. And it's just,
What a treat.
he's a
to see him.
phenomenal.
Yeah. We can't say that enough. Go to YouTube and get Prince 2007 Super Bowl. In the pouring rain. There's a purple rain metaphor there somewhere, but pouring rain, and the guy just played his heart out. We come back, Kevin Frazier, who's
Looking
covered
forward to
Prince, new Prince, and from Entertainment Tonight. We'll ask him if he stole my ties when he took over that job.
Yeah, you're out of ties. No more ties.
It's because Kevin has them.
Well, all right. So we'll ask him about
All
where
right,
your ties
okay.
are.
Boy.
Man.
You okay today?
Yeah, well, it took a while to get to Hollywood and Vine today.
I know. I saw your route.
Yeah.
I have you on my GPS. Everything all the time. I'm Pat O'Brien. He's Court. Back in a minute.